Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today's project is for Altenew, as today they are holding a blog up and a giveaway because they are releasing a new set of metallic watercolor, and this pan set comes with 14 watercolor little pans full of shimmer. And you're gonna see them right now. I'm gonna open the package. I've already swatched it already. So you're gonna get a container, and this is a metal tin with the 14 little pans of the watercolors inside. They're all shimmery. It comes with a little brush, and then you're gonna see that I've swatched them already, and the shimmer that you can get out of this watercolor is amazing. So to be able to showcase all these colors in one, I'm going to create a background using the Geo Landscape, and this is one of the stamp sets that creates a background, and I really like all the triangles that forms. So what I've pulled, this is double thickness cardstock, and I'm going to actually emboss using the Altenew embossing ink and clear powder. I'm going to emboss the top part of my page, and I'm going to create a layout for my Life Crafted album. So I'm going to have a page that is 10 inches wide by 8.5 inches in height. So you're going to see that I'm going to stamp the sounds really bad, but I'm going to do the stamp continuously so that I can create one single panel, and then I embossed it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to color every single one of those triangles using the different colors from the watercolor set, and it did take me a while. And the way I'm going to go at it is you're going to see right now, I'm adding a wash of the color to the area that I want to add the watercolor. And once it's kind of saturated with the wash, I'm going to go in with like more pigment. That means that I'm going to take very little water, but I'm actually going to add the pigment. And that's just going to create that shimmer. It's going to create some shadow. It's going to create some dimension because I have the water at the bottom. So the kind of the shimmer that's on the metallic paint is just kind of diffused through it. So it's going to give me this very natural look, and I love how they look like. So you're gonna see that I'm starting with one color. The way that I work this layout, and like I said, it did take me a while to create this. So I'm gonna show you little snippets of what I created, but I'm gonna take it off camera. I'm gonna be coming in and out. So the way I worked it is I picked one color, created one color, and kind of went into different or random triangles. While that dried, I kept working on the next color. So pretty much I went through the entire pan set. Some of the colors, like the red one, which is I believe is crimson, I mixed it with something else. I didn't want the red, so I mixed it with a little bit of the gold just to soften it. It gave me a little bit of a copper. So I played with some of the colors just so that it looks really cohesive. I wanted to get something really cool for the background, and you're gonna see, like I said, I'm taking my time. And the first thing that I do, again, I'm just gonna repeat it, is I create a wash of the color that's gonna cover the entire because these sections are a little, I'm gonna say, look very triangular in shape. They're just different polygons, but the first thing I did is I just went with a wash of the color that I want to use. And then the second, once I kind of saturated the area inside the little triangles, and that's when embossing is gonna help you, because it's gonna kind of confine the way that you add in the watercolor just to that area. Once I've saturated the area, I'm gonna come in with more pigment, and because I have the water of the wash in the area, it kind of moves the pigment on its own. So it's going to create these little areas with more shine. It's going to create some areas with more of a pigment. So it's going to be some some dimension on the page without you doing a lot of the work. But it is going to take me a while. So like I said, I'm going to take it in and out. One of the things you have to remember about this, and I should have done this in a black background so you can see how nice this metallic watercolors look on a black background. They actually shine really nicely. But I wanted to do it white just because I wanted to show you the colors of the metallic pan set, and the colors are amazing. And like I said, very shimmery, super shimmery, lovely to work with. If they're very creamy, it's a watercolor, but once you mix it, it's very creamy. It doesn't, the shimmer, you have to mix it a little bit, just because in any acrylic paint that you have, the mica powder tends to go to the bottom of the liquid because it's heavier. So you're gonna mix it a little bit just to kind of move the pigment around so you'll be able to spread it through the page. Other than that, honestly, this watercolor pan set is amazing to work with. So you're gonna see that I'm just continuing working. I'm just picking different colors. You're gonna see that some of the colors do look close. In the camera, looks really similar, but outside of the camera they don't, and it's just because of the lights that I have helping me record all these process videos. But I love how this turned out, and it was an easy process, but it did take some time just because I have so many small little areas to color. And like I said, for some of the colors I chose to mix them together. Example, there's I think 3 different shades of gold. It's just like an antique gold, a more reddish gold, more of a whitish gold. So I just mixed them with a little bit of the green because there was 2 different sets of greens. I just mix them all together, and then you're gonna see that pretty much, like I said, I'm gonna come in and out just to pop some of the areas. I'm gonna bring some of the purple, and that's probably one of my favorite colors in this pan set. But I'm gonna you're gonna see that it's gonna give you a better idea how I just picked random triangles to fill them, and then I finish the layout. Now you're gonna see that the way I've stamped the area at the bottom of the layout, it has like an empty space, but there's some triangles there. So my choice, I'm gonna actually color the triangle and then add splatters, sort of like the triangle broke apart and it's kind of exploding, and that's just gonna help me kind of bring the watercolor to the bottom of the page. So you're gonna see that that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just created a little bit of triangle. Just the way I did it, I just added the watercolor until the line kind of finished, and then I just added the splatters from there. And I'm gonna try at best to get all the colors also on the bottom line, just because I know that when I add my picture on this and my embellishments, I'm gonna try my best not to cover the work that I did on the background, but it is gonna be covered, unfortunately. So I'm gonna make sure that I add some splatters just to bring the color a little bit into the white part of the layout so that I can show them too. And that's pretty much it. Because it took me not a long time, but it did take a while to create, as I am actually working on the other colors were drying, so it I was able to continuously work in as soon as I finished adding the watercolor, and that was a great, because I'm gonna say that I had around 2 hours of footage, and that's because the watercolor took a little bit to create. But once I have this in place, I'm gonna come in and actually document a picture that I have of my kids and I. For a couple of weeks ago, we went to my brother-in-law's wedding, and I took quite a bit of pictures, so I'm gonna document one of them. So all you're not gonna see in the camera when I'm gonna take it off camera. I'm actually gonna go and cut the layout of the background, in this case, into 2 pieces, because I'm creating a layout for my Life Crafted album, which is my little family album, my little traveler's notebook with a ring. So I'm gonna take it off camera, go and cut the page in half, and also create the little holes for the binding that's for my little album. So you see right now I'm gonna be back. The thing that I'm gonna use the Botanical Rhapsody washi tape. I just wanted something really light, something that wasn't gonna take that much from the background, so I decided to use this washi tape. I glued it onto vellum because I wanted that translucency. Like I said, I don't want to lose my background, so I glued the washi tape onto vellum, and I fussy cut a few flowers, a few branches, a few leaves, just because I want to create little clusters around the picture and also around the title. So you're gonna see one of the things that I'm doing too, like I said, I decided to work with things that were very translucent, very light, because I don't want to hide all the work that I put in the background. I'm gonna add a piece of vellum behind the picture, just so it's gonna frame it and create a little bit of separation between the picture and the background. And then I'm gonna go start working on my title, and my title is gonna be Enjoy This Moment, and I am using the letters, and I love these alphas. These are from the Live Your Dream collection, and I'm also gonna bring some other ones from my stash that kind of match the purple and the teal colors that I have on the background. So you're gonna see right now I'm just gonna start playing with some of the flowers just to create those clusters. I am gonna go in a diagonal, so I'm gonna create a cluster on the top left corner of the picture and also on the bottom right corner of the picture. So that's gonna create a diagonal look for my little picture, and I'm also gonna add some flowers behind the title. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna lift up the title again, kind of place the flowers, and then rebuild the title from there. And then outside of the camera, I just added a little bit of glue behind it just to make sure that it doesn't move. And once I spell the word enjoy, you're gonna see that I'm gonna bring, like I said, some alphas that I went looking in my stash for alphas that will match the purple especially and the teal color that I have, and I found these ones. I believe they're from Pink Fresh Studio, from I think they are from the Indigo Hills 2 collection, and they just had the same tones that I'm looking for. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna put Enjoy the Moment, and then I'm gonna go again back onto the picture just to create the cluster. So I'm gonna play with some of the florals that I have there that I cut from the washi tape, just to create a small cluster at the bottom. I don't want to add much. I think my background is doing a lot of the work. I'm softening the look with a little bit of flowers, but I want to add another piece of movement. So I went into my little stash of Altenew embellishments, and I found these wood veneers from the reflection skin, and I thought that little bird was enough to kind of complement the title. And I'm just gonna add a little puffy heart. This is from Citrus Twist Kits. I'm just gonna add a few type word stickers, and I think this comes from L Studio from an old kit that I had. And just to finish this, I am actually gonna bring the watercolor, the metallic watercolor, and just add a few splatters of some of the colors, especially that teal and that purple that I have in the title, to some of the areas, just like I said, because I want to extend the look that I have on the top with all the triangles towards the bottom white part of the edge. And also I'm going to add a little bit of color to the flowers. That's about it. I think I added maybe 2 or 3 lines of journaling behind it, and the date, because I've taken so many of these pictures and they're all in one single album that I don't think I have to not document, but talk about the story that much. And I love how this turned out. As always, if you have any questions on how this came together, don't hesitate to contact me. Make sure you check the palette, the metallic watercolor. You want to get your hands on one of them. The colors are gorgeous. The palette is so easy to work with. Such creamy, beautiful shimmer. You're gonna love it. And as always, make sure you check the blog, so make sure to join in the blog hub and have a chance to win gift certificates. Thank you so much for joining me, and bye bye guys.